So Jonni Valila is actually one of our first students. So you started back in 2017. How are you doing?
Yeah. All good. And greetings from Thailand. I'm in Hua Hin.
Nice.
Jonni adapted the lifestyle of traveling the world. Isn't that cool, huh?
That was the whole reason to start the Amazon business, to escape the Nordic winter, which is horrible, as you know very well.
So how many years have you been traveling now? Like this? Like just living abroad, hanging around? Well, I saw you in Mexico last time. We lived there.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah,
in
true.
January.
You know, we had a nice dinner in Mexico and in Dubai and also in Thailand.
Yes.
So actually, some years ago.
Yeah, we have seen in many different places. We also saw each other in Philippines and
Yeah.
So we are quite international group.
Very true. We happen to be in same countries, which is quite nice.
Yeah. But hey, I actually have a question for you. I mean, it's pretty safe to say that you are pretty successful with this. So, I mean, when it was 2017 that when you started this Amazon FBA business, and you were quickly able to quit your 9-to-5 day job and then basically just start building it there, and eventually now even starting like new business where you're just buying all these Amazon stores. But let's not focus on that. I actually want to focus more on your on the beginning. So what do you think, like, why is it that you are like successful? So what do you think is the different thing that someone else who started at the same time didn't really get it going or was not able to build it? So what do you think? What do you think is the key thing in your opinion?
Yeah, well, thanks for that. And by the way, I will consider myself successful after first actually big exit. So now there has been few minor ones on the way, but it's pretty simple. So in the very first day, so as you may remember, I was the part of the very first Amazon Mastery group that you guys had, and then there was this introduction request that everybody just introduce yourself, and I wrote that I don't have that much experience on e-commerce and I'm working on 9-to-5, but I will be the person who you will use as an example in the future. So I think that's all about kind of attitude and doing the decision like that will happen. Not that there's a huge difference between that's my goal and I will aim for that, compared to doing the decision that is what will happen, that is the outcome, and there is a road to that outcome, and most likely it's really tricky and not that nice, but the road is there and the outcome is there, as you know, if you just remain stubborn and do that. But it all starts with the decision.
Yeah, and basically making the decision that I'm gonna make this work no matter what. And of course, like Mike Tyson has an excellent saying that everyone has a plan until you get punched in the mouth. And that is spot on. That's how life usually works. But I mean, I know that so many people do decisions. So, but the thing is that they don't stick to that decision. So what do you think, how were you able to stick to that decision that, yes, I'm going to make it work?
Well, by the time I had been kind of looking for a business to start for, I also studied entrepreneurship. So 6 years or so, kind of been looking, and I had few businesses like renting motorbikes from the garage and stuff like that. But I was looking for a model that would enable me to travel and basically wouldn't have any limits on how big it can scale, because I never was interested in starting anything small. So I thought that, okay, this is the based on the past 6 years of research and watching Shark Tank every other night, I think that this is the best option available at the moment. And also kind of doing this, telling to everybody else in the group and telling friends and family that this is what I'm going to do, is also, making yourself accountability for towards everybody and mostly towards yourself. But still, like, I don't know, I know that many persons try to do like in a New Year's Eve that, okay, next year I will start exercising or whatever, and doesn't stick into that. For me, if I commit something that I promised to myself, I cannot, break the promise that I made to myself. It's just, my brain doesn't work like that. I will just sleep.
Yeah, you will hate yourself if you break that promise to yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's one thing, that the promises that we do, the decisions we do, I mean, we have to make ourselves accountable for those. So that meaning that, okay, I mean, publicly telling other people about those as well.
Yeah, and also one thing which I learned from you, by the way, is that I'm still every morning writing my most important outcomes into the notebook without looking the previous ones. So kind of first time the morning, I think that what I want to achieve, and again, those are outcomes that I will achieve, not goals that I'm aiming to. There's a difference in the mindset, and I know that I'm going to achieve those outcomes as well.
Have you achieved any outcomes already? You've written down before?
Yeah, actually, yeah. They are a bit personal, so maybe I'm not going to share those now.
But it's work, right? It works.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, it works. But the guidance is that person should write like 10 outcomes, but I'm actually using less. So I have like 3 main outcomes that I really focus, and then everything else will just follow. But yeah, it's kind of nice because that your conscious mind does a maximum 40 decisions per second, and your subconscious mind does maximum 40,000 decisions per second. So when you start your morning by telling your subconscious mind what will happen in the future, your subconscious mind will also direct you to do decisions that are leaning towards that outcome.
Super
I
cool.
believe that's the way. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not. Maybe it's a placebo, but
no, it works. Honestly,
it still works, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at my old stuff that I wrote down, and it's like 90% when it's there, it's done. I mean, I was just average Joe on the roof with dreaming about computer and traveling the world. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
So, Jonne, what do you consider as a big exit? So, I mean, you have already made a few exits. So, you said the big exit. What is the big exit? Tell us some numbers.
Well, 8 figures for my bank account.
Your personal, not the company, but your personal.
It's okay if it's 50% to my company and 50% to my.
Okay, cool. Yes, so we are actually going to be continuing with Jonne in the VIP session. So let's actually wrap up this day. So, Viki, if you can actually bring up our slides.
Thanks, Jonne, by the way. This is inspiring.
Thanks, Jonne. We will see you in a bit in the VIP session.
Okay, cool.
So guys, make a decision. Actually, this is something that also some ask me, like, how did you follow through that whole stuff? And like because nowadays we have all these tools and programs, and this is super cool to find these product ideas and things. Back then we just had just spreadsheets. And it's just a decision you need to make. Just make a decision. And the cool thing is that you can make decisions. You can be average or you can live the life you want. Because it's just.
And the funny thing is, like, I mean, we have heard this before, right? I mean, we have had guests before, and what do everyone usually say? I mean, it started with the decision. So, I mean, if you want to succeed in something, I mean, just make that decision. I mean, make that decision today, and let us know that you actually take it seriously. And you can so demonstrate to yourself as well that you're taking it seriously by basically sharing it on this group. And I mean, this Facebook group, I mean, this is our safe place. So I want that you get like comfortable in really like going live here and like sharing. Point is that we actually inspire each other. All right.
And guys, please don't go yet. So I want to say that you know, this viral product challenge. Like, remember, I told you about like the good market fit. That's the Ferrari method, basically. That's what we're gonna cover tomorrow. Then we're gonna cover on day 3 how to create your viral product. Basically, how to do how to find what's wrong with the market this day and how to make it better, and how to build the X factor is day 4. And then day 5, we're going to speak about this high probability, low risk, low budget method that I talked about. And so all these days, I'm going to cover every single detail in details, that look more in details, more in depth, because you see, we already spent 1 hour. How can I show you right now more how to find product ideas, right? And of course, remember, I promised you a lot of different product ideas. These also start tomorrow. We have at least 3 ideas, so 4 ideas, maybe 5 ideas per day. I want to show you how the market research is done, what could improve on the product, what's the cost is, how shipping cost is, how you can make, how much money you can make with this product. These are ideas which you can use and take yourself to start selling on Amazon.